Hey everyone, I hope you had a great week. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Vivica Brooks and I am the owner and president of TBG Trained, and we do all things workforce development, and we specialize in getting people ready for their the world of work. And so we've been doing a series of videos just talking about how do we adapt in this pandemic and to still be fruitful and to be productive. And then we also talked about some interviewing techniques because the virtual world seems like it is here for a minute with us. And then especially one of my favorite things to talk about is AAA, which is attitude of parents and attendance, which will help you everywhere you go. Just like with AAA and I get a flat tire or I run out of gas, make a call and they help. And so today I want to talk to you guys about working from home. I mean, this is going to be with us for a minute. I mean, I too never imagined when we had to leave campus, leave the classroom, I was like, this will just be for a couple of weeks. It won't be anything, long. We didn't even bring half of our stuff because we were just like, we'll be back. But lo and behold, 8 months later, and we're still at home. And so just being able to adapt and be productive is it's good for your soul and your mind. And so all of us need to figure out what is it that we can do to continue to be productive during this pandemic. And one of the things that I want to talk to you guys today about, me and my threes, are routine. Okay, so the 3 things to being successful and working at home. So first is going to be routine. Then we're going to talk about dedicated space, and the third one is schedule. Okay, and schedule for the entire family. If it's just you, schedule. If it's you and a few, schedule. Okay, so let's first start with routine. So routine is something that I really took for granted. I mean, walking to the metro, I live in Washington DC, work in DC, I would take the red line straight to the campus. And so one of the things that I figured out once we were in the house is I missed that routine. And so when I didn't have a routine, the day just kind of went, and then it was like afternoon, then it was like evening, and I was like, and what did I do today? All right. And it just kind of started to blend. So first thing I did, I got back in a routine. So getting up, just like we're getting up, going to work, gotta make that time, the commute time. And I now, instead of, commuting on the train, using that time, whether it's to read or just enhance my personal development, still utilizing that time to a benefit. So first thing, get back to your routine. Second thing, get a dedicated space. Again, another thing I took for granted. Environment is huge. It's just something about when we, I always tell my students, and they'll tell you, don't darken my doorway. Attitude, go right back, flip it around, and good morning. We're ready to start, all right? And so environment is huge. So get a dedicated space that you can use. Again, you don't have to have a huge space. I don't live in Kobe Cove Mansion, for those of y'all of my generation, Dynasty. Shout out. Okay. So, but just a space that is your space that other people don't use, that this is your virtual workspace, study space, whatever you want to call it. So get yourself a dedicated space, have your computer there or your laptop or your iPad, pen, paper, whatever else it is that you need to successfully get through your day. Okay. So just like when we go into our jobs and we have our desk or our cubbies or wherever it is, that environment, it really kind of going through that routine and that motion gets us in the mindset of working. So just got to create that now at home. And then the third thing is your schedule. Schedule huge, okay? And schedule in your breaks. I mean, we would, hey, let's go run to the Starbucks, grab some coffee, real quick. Schedule in your breaks too, because it's very easy to get trapped into looking at your screen 5-6 hours at a time and you haven't taken a break. You haven't even gotten up to stretch or to move around. So when you're looking at your schedule, make some time for breaks. 15 minutes, every 90 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever is going to work for you. I've gotten into the habit of when my break time comes, I just step outside and just, for 5-10 minutes, just step outside, because other than that, I wouldn't even get outside for the whole day. So schedule that time in. And then also, if you do have kids, it's very important that they're on a schedule too. So we're back in school, even though it's virtual school, everybody is back in school. And this way, it's like, just like with us and routine, it's so important with them too. So they understand, okay, so I'm going to bed, I've got to get up in the morning because I've got to log on. My classmates are expecting to see me, my teacher's expecting to see me, and it puts that routine in place. And getting them a dedicated place too, because environment for them is important. There's used to be school. We all knew when we went to school, and you're like, oh, Miss Johnson's like, do you forget where you were, Vivica? And I'm like, oh, yes, I remember now. School, okay? So that dedicated space is important. So just think about those 3 things to help make the working virtually a bit more bearable. So schedule, routine, and dedicated space. All right. If you guys have anything that you'd like us to discuss or you'd like me to go over, reach out to us via the comment, and we'd be more than happy to see how we can work that out. All right. Have a fabulous week and look forward to seeing you next time.